Praise the Lord. I just got through watching a show about Andy Kaufman, and I remember him. He was one of the most funniest people I grew up watching. He did the most hilarious things in his life. I mean, he was on Saturday Night Live and a lot of shows. And on Taxi, if anybody old enough to remember. Even went into the wrestling thing, and he just had a unique imagination. But then he got lung cancer, and he slowly died. But he fought to the end. He did. You know, as I was watching this movie about a very funny man, whether he went to heaven or hell, I don't know. Haven't got the slightest idea because I don't know his heart. So see, I can't judge anybody when it comes to stuff like that. But let me tell you, death is a hard taskmaster. Death claims nothing, but expects everything from a person. It asks for nothing, but yet expects and takes everything. Death is a hard taskmaster. It has been ever since the day Adam's feet touched the earth outside of the garden. Even he suffered when one son killed the other. And death is always there, always waiting patiently. From the time we get up in the morning till we get up again in the next morning, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's there. Death stands patiently waiting for his turn. And it grieves my heart. It really does. It grieves my heart. Because death is always present within our life at any given moment. It can come knocking at our door. We never know when. We never know how. It don't ask us permission when it does come in. It just comes. It doesn't ask whether we're ready or not ready. It just comes and takes us away. Death is eternal, at least for right now. There's going to be a time when it too will be cast into the pit of fire, but Death is an ever presence within all of our lives. When we get into a car and we drive, he rides with us, waiting for his time and his opportunity. Every time we eat a meal, he sits down at the table with us, waiting for that moment. And you may say, Barbara, why are you talking like this? Well, see, not only is death ever present within our life, it's ever on our mind. Is today? Is this moment, the last? People fear it, but yet they run to it. They don't want it, but yet they receive him as their best friend. Death has its name. The destroyer of life. And you may say, why are you saying all of this? Because the things that are going on in this world, the things that I look around and see the destruction and death at work. I mean, look at Syria. All the people dying over there. Daily, death is claiming its victims. Reaching out in a moment, an instant of time, and taking lives with it. Each day, people meet this person that's called death. Each day, someone meets him. Either they have a disease, or they accidentally overdose, or they do it intentionally. But he's waiting there for his opportunity. I am sad because I know that walk. I know that walk. I know the walk of despair. I know the walk of depression. I know the walk of hurt and pain and anger. I have seen his hand reach out for me more times than one. I have tasted his spirit upon my tongue. But needless to say, for some reason, God has always spared me and brought me back. Why? I don't know. But there are so many out there that's come to the point some of them are giving up. I know that feeling of frustration, of just wanting to give up, not to feel the pain no more, not to feel, just not to feel. And sometimes you feel like you just have to walk away even from the ones you love and let them find their own way. But you know, we can't do that. We can't. We must struggle on. We must fight on. For whatever affects our life affects other people's lives too. I've learned this the hard way. And why do I come here daily, reaching out my hand to those that are in sorrow, that are depressed, that may be feeling the hand of death upon their shoulder, stronger today than yesterday. But people, we have one that has defeated death, really. But still, in his defeating of death, he had to die. That he could come back to life again. And by doing so, he opened a door for us. That once we come to him, the power of death has no hold upon us. I mean, yes, we die. Yes, we die. That is the process of life. But we don't have to die in despair and discouragement. And we cannot find that peace in others or other things, whether it be song or whether it be whatever, you know. We cannot reach out and grasp the things of this world. And think that it will hold us at peace. It won't. It won't. Because the more you reach out for other things to help you, there's still depression, in all the things of this world. Honestly, I knew a band named Burnt by Design. They were really growing. They were a metalhead group, very close friends of mine. I've seen the alcohol and the drugs in their lives. And alcohol and drugs don't solve anything. It makes you more depressed. And giving the hand of death a right to come in and take your life. Whether you want it or you don't, it doesn't matter. It opens up the opportunity for him to walk in. And the person that started Burnt by Design, Stick, comes over to my home and we talk and laugh together. Never did go to any of the concerts because he made a mistake and he said, if I can ever get you to my concert, I'm going to put you on stage. And I'm like going, oh, no, you're not. No, no, you're not going to put me on that stage. He says, I will, I'll get you up there. And I knew he would. Because you see, even though he's heavy metal, he loves me. And if he got me there on stage, he wouldn't put me down or criticize me. See, I know this because I know what kind of person he is. So when people think I really don't understand, I do understand a lot more than what people think I do. I know the pain, I know the hurt, and I can see the sorrow. But death is sure. It is coming for all of us. It walks beside us every day where we go, no matter what we do. Even when we go into the store, he goes with us. But you know, there's one thing else I know that walks with me, and that is Jesus Christ, Yeshua, my Messiah, the one that saved me. And if he doesn't come back before my time comes, when death decides and he has the permission to take me, Jesus will walk with me. Will walk with me over through that door into a garden beyond imagination, into a garden where water runs pure, crystal clear. And the fruits on the trees are beyond imagination in taste and in texture. I will see the flowers as they are waving in the gentle winds, singing the praises of God. I know that if I had taken my life that day, I wouldn't have seen that garden. But he spared me for whatever reason. One thing, I wasn't alone. My husband was here. And it got me to the hospital in time. But I learned a lesson that I would have never learned any other way. And I don't advise anybody to take that trip at all. But he has forgiven me, and he loves me. So when that taskmaster comes to get me, all he can do is set me free and give me to Jesus, Yeshua, to walk in that beautiful garden with him, to sit on a bench under a beautiful tree filled with birds singing, sitting in peace beyond imagination. That's what I'm living for now. That's why I'm living and trying my best to walk in his likeness and love. Yes, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, saved me. This is my story. And that's why I've asked some people that have said this man has saved my life. I want to hear their story. Their stories are unique, different, and individual. And they need to be told. Not saying this man saved my life, or this person saved my life. But how? What were you going through? You have a unique story. That's why I ask you, how did this man help you? What was going on? What was happening? And how did they encounter in your life and help you in a moment of need? There's more to the story than they helped me. A story that needs to be truly told. You may get mad at me. But that's okay. Your story needs to be told. And I'm willing to hear it. I will not criticize it. I will not doubt it. In fact, I may not even comment on it, but say, bless you, I don't know. But I promise I won't put it down. I won't put it down. And if anybody out there, if they tell their story and you make judgment against them, I will delete that. I promise. I'm not here to judge people. I'm not here to condemn or put people down. I'm here to try to get people to think. Think. Don't you think there's too much sadness in this world? So, there it is. Father, forgive me if I ask wrongly, but yet I feel their stories need to be heard. Because it's not my story. It's their story. I can't tell it for them. I can't, Father. I can't tell it for them. They are the ones that lived it. They're the ones that experienced it. And they're the only one that is capable of telling their own story. Bless them in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach.